Hyenas are unique, dog-like carnivores in the family Hyaenidae, related more closely to mongooses and civets than dogs, known for their powerful jaws, unique vocalizations, like the famous laugh, and roles as both skilled hunters and efficient scavengers, utilizing bones and hides that other predators can't. They live in complex social groups, clans, often female-led, and are vital to African ecosystems by cleaning carcasses and preventing disease spread. Key characteristics: not dogs. Despite their appearance, they are feliforms, cat-like carnivores, and more related to cats, mongooses, and meerkats. Diet and digestion: they can crush bones, eat hides, and digest entire carcasses efficiently, making them crucial cleaners of the landscape. Social structure: spotted hyenas live in large matriarchal clans, led by a dominant female. Vocalizations: famous for their laugh, which expresses excitement or frustration and other complex sounds for communication. Physical traits: have a distinctive sloping back, hind legs shorter than front, powerful necks, and excellent senses. Species: there are 4 living species: spotted, striped, brown, and the insect-eating aardwolf. Habitat and behavior: found across Africa, parts of the Middle East, and India. Mostly nocturnal, they hunt and scavenge in savannas, woodlands, and semi-deserts. They are formidable predators, hunting large prey like antelope and wildebeest, not just scavengers. Hyenas are opportunistic carnivores that hunt a wide variety of animals and scavenge on carrion, and they originated from the cat-like branch of the evolutionary family tree, with their ancestors emerging in Africa and Eurasia. Diet: hyenas are not picky eaters and are known for their incredibly powerful jaws and digestive systems, which allow them to consume almost every part of a carcass, including skin, bones, teeth, and horns. They are vital to their ecosystems as a cleanup crew, preventing the spread of disease by consuming decaying matter. Their diet varies by species and location. Spotted hyenas: the most common species, spotted hyenas, are formidable hunters who actively kill 60 to 70% of their food. Their prey includes large ungulates such as wildebeest, zebra, and antelope, as well as smaller animals like birds, rabbits, and fish. They also scavenge from the kills of other predators, like lions and leopards. Striped and brown hyenas: these species rely more heavily on scavenging large mammal carcasses but are also capable hunters of small prey. Their diet may be supplemented with insects, eggs, and fruit, such as melons and dates, especially when food is scarce. Aardwolves: unlike their cousins, aardwolves are specialized insectivores. They use their long, sticky tongues to primarily feed on termites, consuming up to 300,000 in a single night, and do not crush bones or hunt large animals. Origin: despite their dog-like appearance, hyenas, family Hyaenidae, are actually more closely related to cats, civets, and genets, belonging to the carnivorous suborder Feliformia. The family Hyaenidae diverged about 30 million years ago. Early hyenids varied in form, but by 10 to 14 million years ago, they had split into dog-like and bone-crushing lineages. Hyena fossils have been found across North America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. The bone-crushing hyenas, which are the ancestors of modern hyenas, thrived in Africa and Eurasia, becoming dominant scavengers, while the dog-like hyenas eventually went extinct. Modern hyena species are now found throughout much of Africa and extending into the Middle East and India. Hyenas are dangerous to humans, especially spotted hyenas, capable of inflicting severe, life-threatening injuries due to their immense jaw strength, often attacking people in urban fringes or rural areas for food, targeting the vulnerable like children or rough sleepers, though they usually prefer livestock and are more dangerous in packs. While alone, they can be timid, but still pose a serious threat. Attacks are relatively rare but significant when they occur, demonstrating their capability to kill and dismember humans, with reported incidents in Africa and Asia, highlighting the need for public health awareness and caution. No, not all hyenas are endangered. The spotted hyena is classified as least concern, but its populations are declining due to conflict and habitat loss, while the striped hyena and brown hyena are both listed as near threatened by the IUCN due to persecution, habitat loss, and declining prey. Threats vary by species, but human conflict, poaching, and stigma are common challenges, though conservation efforts are in place. Conservation status by species: spotted hyena, crocuta, least concern, but declining outside protected areas; striped hyena, near threatened; brown hyena, parahyena, brunea, near threatened; aardwolf, Protellus cristata, least concern, distinct insectivore, not a true hyena in the same way. Key threats: human-wildlife conflict. Hyenas are often persecuted for preying on livestock or due to myths and folklore. Habitat loss. Deforestation and shrinking natural areas reduce food and space. Stigma and persecution. Negative cultural perceptions lead to deliberate poisoning, shooting, and trapping. Decreasing prey. Loss of natural prey animals due to habitat issues further impacts hyenas. Conservation efforts. Protected areas, like Gir National Park for striped hyenas. Educational campaigns to change public perception. Monitoring and research programs. Participation in international breeding programs, e.g. for brown hyenas in zoos. If a hyena bites you, the primary disease concerns are rabies, septicemia, severe bacterial infection, and tetanus. Prompt medical attention is critical for survival and to prevent these potentially fatal conditions. Primary disease risks: rabies. This is the most significant viral risk from a hyena bite. Rabies is found in hyena populations in many parts of Africa and Asia, and once symptoms appear, the disease is almost always fatal. Hyenas can be asymptomatic carriers of the virus for long periods, meaning an animal can transmit the disease without appearing obviously sick. Immediate post-exposure prophylaxis in PEP is essential. Septicemia, severe bacterial infection. Hyenas are scavengers, and their mouths contain a diverse and high load of bacteria. A bite can introduce numerous pathogens deep into the tissues, leading to severe, life-threatening systemic infection if not treated promptly with broad-spectrum antibiotics. Specific bacteria found in hyenas include strains of Streptococcus equi. Tetanus. The bite, as with any deep or contaminated wound, carries a risk of tetanus. Tetanus is a serious bacterial infection that affects the nervous system, and prophylaxis, a tetanus shot, is a standard part of treatment for animal bites. Immediate action required. If you are bitten by a hyena, you must seek medical help immediately, even if the wound appears minor. Wash the wound. Clean the wound thoroughly with soap and water for several minutes. Seek immediate medical attention. Go to the nearest clinic or hospital. The healthcare provider will assess the need for rabies vaccination and immunoglobulin, a full course of rabies vaccine, and potentially rabies immunoglobulin administered into the wound site is necessary. Antibiotics to prevent severe bacterial infections. Tetanus shot to protect against tetanus. Surgical intervention. Hyena bites can cause extensive tissue damage and fractures, often requiring complex surgical repair. Timely medical intervention is the only way to prevent fatal outcomes from rabies and severe infection. To avoid being attacked by hyenas, people should focus on prevention and adopting a confident, aggressive posture if a face-to-face encounter occurs. Hyenas are generally fearful of humans, but become a danger when allowed to scavenge near human settlements, especially at night. Prevention and general precautions. The best way to avoid an attack is to minimize interaction and potential attractants. Minimize movement at night. Hyenas are primarily nocturnal hunters, so be cautious or avoid moving around in hyena territory after dark. Secure camp areas. If camping, never sleep in the open. Ensure tents have secure doors. Do not leave food scraps or dirty dishes out, and store all food and leftovers securely and far from where people are sleeping. Stay in groups. Hyenas often target solitary individuals, so staying with a group increases safety. Supervise children. Never allow young children to wander unattended, especially at night. Carry deterrents. Carrying a strong flashlight, torch, a whistle, or bear pepper spray can be a good precaution. Identify hyena types. Be aware that spotted and striped hyenas are known to attack people, while brown hyenas and aardwolves typically flee from humans. During an encounter, if you come face to face with a hyena, follow these tips from the Kenya Wildlife Service, KWS. Stop and do not run. Running will trigger the hyena's predatory instinct to chase. Stand your ground. Do not back away immediately. Continue to face the hyena's direction. Appear large and aggressive. Make a loud noise, yell or clap. Wave your arms and look as large and frightening as possible, as if you are about to attack. Do not lie down or pretend to be dead. This will only increase the animal's curiosity and encourage it to approach. Remain calm and talk to it. Avoid showing fear. Maintaining a calm demeanor while talking can help control the situation. Back away slowly when it moves away. Only move away once the hyena does, and continue to face its direction as you retreat. Use available deterrents. If you have pepper spray or other defensive items, use them from a safe range before physical contact is made.